All right, everyone. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here and thank you for being on time. Those who came on time are with 2 minutes or 3 minutes behind schedule. I just finished from a class right now and I had to jump in into this one at the moment. So please share the class link. I just opened the WhatsApp group for conversations in case people are finding it difficult to join. Please, then I need to drop to invite those in some of my students from a previous cohort to join for this. Is it the May cohort or the June cohort, please? The Dial Techie students. Which class is supposed to start their Tableau today? Please, I need response so that I don't send the invite link to the wrong group. For those who are joining from the public, welcome again. It's such a pleasure to have you here. And I've always been longing to teach Tableau again, but hopefully this is gonna be the last time because I don't really have time to teach. But I want to just take you guys through the whole process in Tableau, data visualization, and all of that. Okay. Please, I'm still waiting for responses. We're just joining. Which group is supposed to have their Tableau class today? Okay, the May cohort. Thank you, Samuel. So I'll drop the invite link for the May cohort so that they can join me live. Please, if you have your laptop with you, you may want to open it. If you don't, if you didn't install the Tableau desktop on your laptop, please do that while the class proceeds and spend considerable time with us. Roughly, I should be done with this class in an hour 45 minutes or 2 hours at most because I've been talking for the past 3 hours. And yeah, it's something I love, but then I have to, take a break. So, so I just want to drop, I just want to drop the link with the group so that they can join me live. And then I'm not going to feel lonely, lonely, lonely. That would take a minute or two for them to join me live. Not all of them will join me though, just 6 persons, and that should be it. So first come, first serve, huh? Okay, May cohort, I've dropped the link there. Please go and join, go and join, go and join. I'll also drop it with the April cohort because some of them were having challenges learning data analysis with Tableau. How do I find this their group? April cohort. All right, I can see Prudence is here. Prudence, how are you? Please, if
Good
you are just
evening, Mr. David.
and yeah, evening, afternoon. If you are just joining, you are asking how you install Tableau. Probably you didn't see the instruction in the group. Just go to Google and type download Tableau public. Sorry, download Tableau desktop. Download Tableau desktop. You should be able to download it. Uh, okay, Kintaya and Chooks. How are you guys doing?
Mr. David said we should download Tableau what?
Tableau
Well,
desktop.
well, fine, sir. Well, fine, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
Who is that with a bass and deep voice?
It's Jukes. Thank you, sir.
Troops, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Troops the billionaire.
I agree with you on that.
I have a da. I should send it to the match cohort. Okay, is it the match cohort? I thought you guys were. Oh, okay, that's true. That's true. That's true. I just dropped the link now on the match cohort. I just dropped it now. Thank you for letting me know. Neoma, thank you for showing up. Okay, guys, I think enough of the talking. I'm going to just give me a minute. Let me let me get something. Let me just get a glass of water, please. Remember, I've been talking for a while. Just a glass of water. I've been talking for 2 hours before now, guys. So please, it's going to be an interesting session. Trust me. Tableau is a very good session. It's a very good software. All right, Prudence, are you here? Just to confirm if you guys are still here.
Yes, sir.
Akin
Yes, sir, we're
Tayo,
still
you
here.
here? Akin Tayo, you here? Okay, he's out.
I'm still here. Jukes is still here.
Yeah, okay, Chooks is here. I have a Das.
Yes,
You
I'm
here?
here. Good evening, Mr. David.
Senator, you here? Good evening.
Yes, Mr. David, good evening.
That your soft voice again has come to torment us.
Long time.
Senator, How are
So
you?
I'm here. Good evening. I'm very fine. Long time no here.
PUN.
Mr. David, good evening.
Anyway,
Oh
guys,
my God.
now let me ask this question before I start. Okay. Adams, yes, is a paid software, but we have what is called Tableau Desktop and Tableau Public. I'm going to take you guys through all that today. All right. So the download the free version. It is going to last for maybe 14 days. I don't know now. Um, because you're going to be using it, I need you to master to master it. But now let me ask you guys this question because I figured some people who have some challenge with Tableau are probably not falling in love with Tableau. That's the truth. So my job is to make you guys fall in love with Tableau. So by the time you fall in love with Tableau, for those of you that are here, should be a man and woman who now fall in love with you now they run things with. You can climb the seven heavens for people you love, right? You can do things that you swore never to do in your life for people you love. That one is true. Everybody here can swear to that one. So we the question is, should I start teaching this course, just go straight and start visualizing, drag and drop kind of visualizing and then explain it? Or should I start this course by way of introduction, by way of making you fall in love with Tableau, explaining some terms to you so that you won't get lost in the process? Oh, yeah, I need response.
They
How do
love
you want me
doctor.
to
We are
start
here to
teaching?
love Tableau.
This is what I have missed about Mr. Davis' class now.
I'm
Like
telling you.
the rolling and all the rest, sir. Let's fire on. Anyone is fine, sir.
Please, anyone is
All
not
right.
fine. Want to fall in love.
We
Let's
need the
start from the
introduction, sir,
beginning.
please. We are
Okay.
very
Okay,
new to
okay.
Tableau, so we need the introduction.
Gina,
Thank you,
good
sir.
All
evening.
right.
Gina said Tableau is not tableauing.
Honestly, oh,
Mr. David.
The sir should tell him, Mr. David, the tableau is not tableau, Let's just start from the scratch.
Sir David, you know the way you teach an elementary school pupil to understand. That's the way we want.
Yes, so
Okay. So let me quickly remove one. Let me quickly remove one. You get one guy wey miss road enter this group. He has been posting scamming documents or heaven and hell. I don't know who is dying with him. So let me quickly remove that guy from the chats and then close and continue with the class so that we don't send the wrong signals to
All
wonderful
right.
people who miss their way.
okay.
Okay, today's class is going to be very interactive as usual. And apart from being very interactive, I want to take you guys on a journey so that anytime you come across Tableau, you know exactly what to expect. I'm actually doing this class because um, one of my students complained about having some challenges in understanding Tableau. And then the trainer for Tableau also have some personal issues to deal with. So I've been looking for someone to take my students. As always, I go for someone who is actually doing the work. But the time frame was too short and I have to come in. So I hope you guys will appreciate the effort and put in your best.
Blog Juliet on WhatsApp. Are you serious? Oh, and unfortunately, I didn't get into this class. Okay, let me get to
we
call
appreciate,
Casa.
sir. We appreciate.
Just give me a minute.
Mr. David, the virtual assistant is not online. She's not picking my call. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
I
found that
don't
I'm not
know.
in that group. So maybe they say the person's name is Juliet. Please, maybe
Okay,
just find her.
let me add you to the group so that you can help
Uh,
me do the I'll make you admin so I could concentrate on the class.
all right, there's no problem.
Oh yeah, join. I'll just send you a request. Sorry guys, let's sort out our house matter first before so that we can concentrate and teach.
All right, I just joined.
Okay. All right, so I've made you the admin. Please remove that person.
All right,
Um
I just joined. Can somebody just tag her maybe say Juliet. Somebody just help me to
only
act and call up her
only
name.
the admin only the admin can type
Can
in the
type
group now.
now. Okay, don't worry. I'll
So
find the name and get to remove the person. Just continue, sir.
let me screenshot and send to you.
Okay.
Okay, I've sent it to your inbox. All right, let's continue, guys. So welcome to Tableau. Can you see my screen, please? I shared my screen.
No, sir. We can't see your screen.
We cannot see it, sir.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. We can see your screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can see the screen now.
So for those of you who have issues with downloading Tableau, just go to download Tableau. Go to your, you see that, right? Download Tableau Desktop 2023, or better still, just click download Tableau Desktop and enter. Then you have this. Always go check it out on the Tableau platform. Make sure you check your details. So this is it. It's 14 days. Insert your detail, first name, all of that. Um, okay, you know what? So that today doesn't count because we are not going to use this today. If you can download it tomorrow, before the class, so that you have an extra day. Okay. I'll probably schedule a class for you guys within the week. I don't know if that's a nice thing, so that you can still enjoy the 14 days period. Then we'll navigate into Tableau Public, so that we can use the one from that is free. How? What do you say? We'll
A big
meet.
yes.
We'll
That
meet.
is very okay, sir. That's very okay.
Don't download it yet. Okay, so that because I'm not going to be treating the app or software. We're not going to be using it today. Today I'm going to do some introduction and you falling in love with Tableau, so that I navigate Tableau the way it's supposed to be. Then tomorrow you can download it. But if you have it already, no problem. So tomorrow we'll start working on it proper, and I'll introduce the interface for you. Then we'll find time to meet during the week. Does that work? And will that work? so that you can see make do use of the 14 days. Anyway,
Yes, yes, yes. That works very well.
yeah, okay. So we'll have a vote in the group so that we know which day would work well for you guys. And then I'll check my schedule. If it meets with mine, then that's fine. All right. So having said that, this is how Tableau looks like. You can download the free trial here. Then you can do that tomorrow. So at the end of your training, you should be able to down Tableau designs. You should be able dashboard, be able to do something like this. All right, can you see my screen, guys? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can see the screen.
So these are amazing dashboard designs from Tableau, basically. So if you are confident that at the end of this training, you should be able to design any of these dashboards. Okay. So this is a shipment analysis. Those of you that are working in, you know, all those port authorities. So that is it. This is another amazing Tableau dashboard example showing you a superstore training dashboard. Okay, these are just some of them. This one is beautiful, beautiful dashboard, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Yeah. So we are going to navigate some of these. We are going to navigate some of these online. So let me stop sharing so that I can bring up my. Rather, I think I have. Let me search for data visualization. Okay, this is coming up. I want to share a presentation with you guys just to give you an idea of what data visualization is all about. Just sorry, this is wasting time to come up. Okay, can you see the screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can see.
Please read what's there
We
if
can
you
see the
can see
screen.
the screen.
Introduction to
Introduction
data visualization.
data
Trainer David
visualization.
Francis Nephew.
All right, okay. So that's
www.thehelpchatbot.com.
thank you. Thank you. Hi. Why I no put my fine face? Unlike me, can you imagine? So the question is, what is data visualization? Well, I'm not going to be spending so much time with the theoretical aspect, guys. As usual, I'd rather want to show you than tell you what this whole thing is. Having said that, when you talk about data visualization, we're just looking at a visual representation of data, right? When we grew up as kids, remember the first thing we learned was how to read and write. Reading because we were supposed to learn how to communicate with other human beings. Writing because we are supposed to put down whatever we are attempting to communicate with other human beings. In data visualization, right now as adults, we are doing the two things. We are writing in form of designs and we are communicating in form of the presentations that we are going to be making. So that is why it is referred to as a field of art and data science. It is artistic because of the dashboard designs, the beautiful colors that you all saw right there, isn't it? All these beautiful colors that you saw. It is artistic. Okay. I don't need to be very good with colors to be able to be very good with designing beautiful dashboards like this because everything I need to know is all there. If somebody says, "Oh yeah, Oga, you see this our company. We have this company, our color is purple brown or bush brown or carbon brown or tomato red or pepper them red or whatever. Which other one? Oh, which other one?
It's
Human
cockroach
beings they
brown.
get, huh?
Cockroach brown.
Cockroach, cockroach brown, orange, orange yellow,
Burnt
uh,
orange.
burnt
Both
orange,
orange.
orange wey they don put on top fire, the thing burn. What else? This one
Electric blue, electric blue.
Electric
electric
blue.
blue, my brother. It's like the person that invented electric blue probably is dead by now, because why electric no go shock you, you no go die. You can't they call electric blue. And I even heard there is one they called heartbreak red. You
Hmm.
know, like
Away.
red.
Yes, I read.
r- Yes,
The
so
one that is
I don't need
radiating.
to be. The thing is, I think women or some men are very good with colors. I'm not very good with the colors like that. If you say which color is this, I will look and look and then I'll try to say which color does it remind me of. If it reminds me of blue, I'll kukuma tell you it's blue. Oh. Then you will say no, it's not blue, it is sky blue. I say, okay, sky blue. Sky blue is okay. At least everybody sees the sky and sees the color of the blue. But there are some colors that they get kiniko inside. You'll be wondering which one is
Off
fuchsia
white.
purple, which one is all those sweet names they
Off
put
white.
to colorize color.
Lilac.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Off
You
white.
don't need to be very, the thing is you don't need to be very good with these colors. Okay. All you need to do is when you get to this dashboard, which I'm going to be showing you guys tomorrow, the interface, when you get there, because of how artistic it is required of you to be very good in presenting your data, you are going to be assisted by the tools that I'm going to be teaching you. So if you tell me fuchsia purple, I don't know what fuchsia purple is. All I need to do is come to my internet. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So I want to type fuchsia purple. I need someone to type fuchsia purple code. I'm not going to type it now. Someone should type fuchsia purple code on the internet and then tell me if you've seen anything. Do you see anything? Fuchsia purple code. or just type any color code. Maybe let's say apart from
Yes,
fuchsia
I've
purple,
Yeah,
what
seen
I
other?
see
you.
I see the code, sir.
You've seen
CC
the
three
code. Read
nine
it
seven B.
exactly. Six
Double
six what?
C 397B. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to type it here. Let's go. Fuchsia. Even to spell and self, they think they me
No
fuchsia for
problem.
mouth.
Oh.
FUC.
F
FUCHSIA.
U.
FUCHSIA.
Okay.
Or Google tell me
Fuchsia
so.
purple. God knows that in my life I don't bloody care about this color. So this is how the color looks like. If you tell me to go to the market to buy something with this color, I can swear to you that I will bring back red. Huh? Because in my mind, red looks like
Or pink.
fuchsia
Or
purple.
pink.
Or pink. Yes, it's even closer to pink. I know pink because there's
It's
somebody I
lilac.
was pursuing those days. Our favorite color was pink. So I memorize them.
Mr. David and
But
pursue.
fuchsia purple. Uh-huh. So to avoid the problem of designing a product for a company and you are using the wrong color, just go online, fuchsia purple code, hit enter. See this code CC397B. All you I need to do, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you in between, is to carry this code and paste it on my color facade in my Tableau. And Tableau is going to generate the exact same color for that code for me. That is why it is artistic. That is why it is art. Now, why is it science? It is science because you need to understand how do you analyze your data? How can you make sense of the data that was presented to you? So that is why I say data visualization is both an art and a science. So you need to be very good with creativity and you need to be very good with the science of that creativity. So what is it used for? What is data visualization used for? Clearly speaking, it is just to help us understand and interpret data, especially all these big people now. Some of them don't have time to sit down to know whether their business is moving well or is not moving well. Do you know why every bloody year in Nigeria, and I'm pretty sure in most African countries, there are tons of businesses that are closing down? True or false?
True.
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 Who can tell me the reason? It's because millions of businesses in Africa are not yet data driven. If you see any business that has passed the 2 year mark, is growing up to the 5 year mark, ask yourself what is making this business to grow. All of una where they sell shoe and handbag and stockfish and all those things now. Um, there's this thing the people who buy these days to rub on their face and they say it makes them look smooth. It's this business. What is it called? Um, I don't know. The ladies are quiet now because they don't want to expose themselves.
Is it not makeup?
Una know
Makeup.
wetin una dey
Is
buy
it
put
organic
for
We
that
colour?
potty
don't
una
know.
dey that potty una dey put for face to make it smooth now.
They
So
call
we
it
That
don't put
plaster
business,
sweat.
now. Plaster.
that
Plaster.
potty
In my
business,
body.
plaster. Okay. So you see somebody in your circle is selling all of these small products, shoes, bags. They just graduated from university or college. They start selling some of these small things. They're selling food stuff and all that. What happened all of a sudden? 2 years. Just give them 2 years. 1 year, some of them can't even survive. They say sales are no longer coming in. They are quarreling with all their WhatsApp status or all their WhatsApp members because nobody won't buy their shoe and their potty. Everyone is come and buy, come and buy. What is happening? And it's not just small businesses, even the big companies, the ones that when they get big money, they want to open office everywhere. And in a couple of months, they shut down. What is happening? Why do you think businesses are shutting down? The simplest answer I can give to you, like someone who is running a business and someone who have run multiple businesses, is that any business that is not data driven is bound to fail. Any business that doesn't know how much comes in every month, how much goes out every month, how much goes out for the government in forms of taxes and rent, for instance, how much projections they are making into the future. If you are selling shoes and bags and potty, example, and you don't know how much revenue you are making, you call yourself CEO, chief executive officer, but you are not paying staff to any other executive. No, you don't have any structure. You don't have a Facebook or social media page. You don't have a website. There's no structure to your business. I can predict as a data analyst that because your data or because your business, I beg your pardon, is not data driven, it is going to fail. I'm not saying this because I am one of your village people, but I'm saying this because this is what successful businesses are not joking with, namely data. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Right
Are
on,
we
Pastor.
following?
Yeah.
Right on,
Yeah,
sir.
we're following.
So you now know that with data visualization, you are invariably showing your audience how to understand and how to interpret data. Now, why do we do this data visualization thing? When you want people to come and invest in your shoe business or in your potty business, you are definitely going to show them the numbers, isn't it? Somebody
Yeah.
wants to ask me for Oga, I beg, this is my business. When once I just put 50,000, I don't blow. When once I put 100,000, I don't blow. I'll tell them, okay, calm down, calm down. I will give you this 100,000, but let me see your numbers. What am I asking? I want the person to show me what they have been able to do from the resources they have been able to make. How many of you have been watching Dragon's Den or something similar in some countries where people come to pitch their products for
Yes.
investors and tell them, I want you to invest a certain amount of money for 33% of my company's ownership or equity, blah, 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 blah. How many of you
Yeah.
have been following that program?
Yeah, I watched it quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to, begin to follow these programs and learn how people present their numbers. If you are running a successful business or you want to run a successful business, fall in love with your numbers. Abi, I can tell you for true, as a man, if there's anything that men are so attached to, is their finances. True or false?
True.
Confirm.
And every independent woman is also attached to their finances. True or false?
True.
Only one person answer. Abi, all of them are they dependent?
I'm speaking on
I'm
behalf of the
dependent
entire
on a
women.
man, sir.
You are dependent on a man. Your own better. Oh. Connect me now. Tell the man that I can identify as a woman.
No come spoil my plug, oh.
Okay, now.
Okay, guys. So
Oh.
if you are a man or a woman, depending on your circumstances, your finances are one of the most important things in your life. Ask yourself if there's anything in your life right now that doesn't involve money. Is there anything in your life now that doesn't involve money? Even that baby you are
Okay,
going
now.
after, you will give him transport to. That thing you won't
No
collect.
romance.
Now transport, you will give him.
No romance
You
without
go order
finance.
Uber or you go order Bolt or you go pay rent. You have to you need this somewhere. And that somewhere now money. Now money they run them. Okay. If you are a lady, you want to travel, you want to explore, you want to explode your business, you still need money. You need data, right? You need the internet. So all of our lives, there is this interconnection between finances and our projection for growth. So data visualization is here to explain and interpret these things for people that want to invest in us. So how good do you present your data? How good do you present your business beyond the WhatsApp status? Because your investors are not going to, oh, let me see your WhatsApp status and then I'll decide whether I can invest in your shoe or potty business. No, they want to see the numbers. They want to see your report. They want to see your dashboards. They want to see your revenue, your profit. So your ability to tell your stories convincingly and communicate same in a visually appealing method or way makes you a good data analyst using a good tool like visualization tools. Now, what can you see on the screen, guys? Let's proceed. What can you see on the screen?
Olivia Jones.
Olivia Jones. Now, tell me 3 things you've noticed about Olivia Jones. 3 things you've noticed about Olivia Jones.
Her device use, her average monthly usage, and daily activity.
Daily activity. Okay, perfect. So I want to tell you guys that all those when you go to interview and they ask you, tell me about yourself. Like I had an interview with a guy of recent. We're about to employ a graphics designer to work with us. Very interesting group of young people these days, I tell you. Oh my God. You have no idea. And I have to report this to the management of the health techies. And we record the section. Tell me about yourself. This guy was telling me incredible things that I'm not interested in. You have no idea. Huh? I don't need to know that you are single if it's not important to the work. Huh? I don't need to know your house number or your address if it's not important to your job. I don't need to know. So when tell me about yourself, it's basically tell me about you things about yourself that I can
Relevant.
connect with the job you're applying for. So okay, so for instance, you want to be a chef. You apply to a hotel or you want to be a chef, and then they ask you, tell me about yourself, and you say, je m'appelle. Okay, sorry. Um, my name is Olivia Jones, and I stay at 435 Port Harcourt Road, Igbemosho. And two weeks ago, I lost my mom, and that because of that, I started applying for a job. I've been cooking for my friends. This one works. I've been cooking for my friends, and I am divorced at the moment. I have 3 children. We try to help ourselves once in a I go to deeper life. I'm a very good Christian. And on weekends, you know, um, rhyme. That tell me about yourself, no rhyme at all. But if you are a data-driven person, and you know that this question is targeting your presentation skills, is targeting your storytelling skills. This is what Olivia Jones have done. Olivia Jones wants you to know, simply put, about her in a single page, an infographic. So tell yourself when you are asked to present yourself for during interview session, what is that one thing I can say about myself that is going to make people interested in me? If I want to be a chef, tell me about yourself. I'll tell you, okay, I am David Effiong, and this is my fourth year working in clinical industry. Like I don't know what they call those who do the cooking stuff. Maybe hospitality industry. I have always loved cooking. In fact, always whatever you're doing, make sure the data points back to what you want the company to, have an idea about. So this is what data visualization does. In a single diagram, you can see Olivia Jones, the activities that Olivia Jones have been doing. You can see the devices that she has used. You can see her age, her location, her marital status. You can see her daily activities. And from this single page, you can now make a decision to say, Olivia Jones, I think you need to improve on how you use your iPod or how you use your laptop and so on. So I have already told you guys, highlighting some of the things you should watch out for when it comes to data visualization. You can make your data engaging and easily digestible. You can identify trends and outliers. For instance, if you sold 20,000 in 2019, you sold 30,000 in 2030. Sorry, in 2019 you sold 20,000. 2020 you sold 30,000. 2021 you sold 40,000. According to this trend, do you think this business is improving or not? Is the business improving or not? Hello, guys. Are we still here?
It is. It is. Yeah, it is.
It is. It is gradually.
Yes, because you are identifying certain trends by it. Now, you can tell a story that you found in the data. You can reinforce an opinion or an argument. You can also highlight the important parts of a data set. So this is everything that we are going to be treating with you today. So parameters, forget about this. I'm going to be talking about this pretty much soon. So let's go into talking about what is Tableau. Should I continue?
Yes,
Please,
sir.
please, please. Mm.
Yes, Mr.
People are
David.
laughing. People are laughing in this comment section. No, things they occur. I don't even know.
You don't carry them go where they no know.
Ride on, Pastor.
Things
That's
they
so.
occur for this. All right. So should I continue the class?
Please
Right
continue,
on.
sir.
Yes.
We are here. We are here.
So now let's start ask ourselves what is Tableau? Because if you don't know what is Tableau, it will hard you to fall in love with Tableau. Because when it comes to love, you only love what you understand, or you only love what you want to understand. I never see people who don't fall in love with mad woman or madman before because they don't
Yeah,
understand. The person if you
you
wake
have
up,
to.
carry knife now, cut your ear, they put from out the chop. So you probably want to fall in love with someone you understand, or someone you hope to understand, or someone you know you can understand. Okay, I logged out of my account. Let me log back in now, please, so that I can do some writing. You guys can follow. Okay, please, if you have your pen and paper, this is the only time you are going to be writing. And I recommend that you write. Please, I recommend you write because tomorrow I'm not doing any theory. Tomorrow we are going into practice, and that practice involves using your Tableau dashboard or building dashboards on Tableau. So you need to understand the concept. Understanding the concept will help you to appreciate Tableau, will help you to fall in love with Tableau, will help you to scale your interviews, assuming you want to become a Tableau developer like myself, to help you. Please. So let me draw up my classroom, my Google Classroom, so that we can talk about this. Let me know if you can see my screen. Please, do you have your pen and paper?
Yes, I have
Yes,
my
but your
pen.
screen is not up.
Yeah. Your screen is not up though.
Okay. Let me see if I can share it. So sorry guys, just give me a minute. I want to locate my classroom so that I can do some writing and show you guys.
All right.
Okay, awesome. So I've seen it. Let me share my screen. Oh, we have 66 people. Good, good, good. I had a class previously before this one, and I was really blasting the some of the students because the idea of always starting something and not ending it. It's a very bad habit. So we have 66 people here. Let's see how many people will stay to the end of this course. And then ask yourself, why are you not successful wherever you are? The difference between success, mediocrity, and whatever you want to think about is focus. Whether it's in your relationship, your career, whatever you're doing, people are successful. People who are successful are people who have a sense of focus. You don't have a sense of focus, ability to stay on one thing and succeed at it is going to be very difficult, especially in this old tech ecosystem. The first time that Power BI worked with an interface with Jupyter Notebook, that is Python area, where you can bring some codes and bring in your Power BI into Jupyter Notebook. The very first time that new feature was launched, I spent hours on hours going to YouTube, GitHub. I was asking questions, collaborating with my friends until I was able. This thing took me over a week to be able to get it sorted. And when I was able to import my Power BI into my Jupyter notebook, I was working with Troncha then, building some machine learning projects. I was so happy. So now when I begin to charge a lot of money for people who are having the same challenge, 200 and above K, and then people will say, more tech, money did this thing. Oh. But when I tell you the amount of hours I sat down to learn, will you believe that this is what it took? So that's a difference. People are not learning. People don't want to involve themselves in a focused project, a focused kind of learning. Today, you want sell pure water. Tomorrow, you see a person don't blow, you leave your pure water business, go to sell kaya. You see another person, you keep moving like a career prostitute. I beg you, please, if you are in tech, be in tech, even if you are doing other things, but make sure you concentrate and build your life on something that is going to be so beneficial to you. That's what I'm saying. So the 69 people that are here now, keep this keep this up till we are done with this class. A lot of you are here for free, and some of our old students. And then you see the difference between you and someone that wasn't here from the beginning to the end of the class. So when you tell people now, this is how much you want to charge for their project, if they argue with you, come and report them to me. I still get people from my village who go run one or two.
Your screen is up now, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to let me see my Jamboard. This is- So please take these classes serious. That's what I'm saying. Okay, this is it. All right, you have your pen and paper. Please, the first thing is, what is Tableau? That's what we want to treat now. What is Tableau? Uh, I need a new page for this. Okay, this is an old notes. All right, good. Today, can you see my screen, please?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
visible.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can see.
Good. So the question is, what is Tableau? So the Tableau that you know today, the Tableau that we are going to be looking at today, was started. The year it started was January, or the year it was brought to limelight, January 2003. So some of you are older than this software, but this software don't make money pass all of us. So year it started in January 2023, 2003. And who are the people that brought it? Three researchers, Chris, Christian, and Pat. And the academic paper was written in 2002. So this is just a brief detail about Tableau. All of you that did BHC, Bachelor's of Arts, and PhD, I beg that research, that's your thesis. Where is it now? Where is it now? Some of you even went
It's
to
in my
your village.
system.
You traveled. You did.
In this school,
Oh,
school
You did.
backyard.
You did plenty. A critical analysis of the state of affairs in the Nigerian clinical grammar. Where is it now?
my dustbin.
My wardrobe.
An analytical overview. Eh?
Oyibo.
The political crinkum crankum of the Niger Delta PPP. Where is it now?
My dustbin.
But you see, I keep telling people exposure is very important. In the United States, it was a student's thesis, bachelor's, not even master's, that called the Congress's attention to a ratification that was not made for at least 3 US states. They were supposed to ratify and put a particular bill into law, but they didn't do it. It was a student's research, and it caught the attention of a journalist who published it on New York Times and I think one of their national dailies, and it now caught the attention of the Congress, and they were now started implementing that bill. Number one, this Tableau that I'm going to be teaching you guys, 2003. 2003. I think I was, where was I in 2003? Well, now, 2003. Peace, where were you then?
I was in Patanlascomia.
Okay. By then, you never still pay rent. 2003, these guys came up with an academic paper in 2002. And then by 2003, they built on that academic paper. And now we have what is called Tableau. I should tell you that research, when it is carried out in a systematic environment, in an environment that values research and innovation, it brings changes to companies, organizations, and different businesses. But your own, your own this somewhere. But what was the idea? Let's talk about the idea. What was the idea of this Tableau? Let's look at it. What was the idea? The idea was to have a tool. I'm going to write it down. Was to have a tool that allowed you and I to view your business data in a visual way. Now, for those of you that just finished with your Excel classes, you already know which of your data analysis tools can you use to put visuals. Which of them? Muna, no forehand now. Which tool can you use to make all those beautiful visuals? Aside from Tableau. Excel. What else?
Power BI.
Power BI now.
Power BI. What else? For those in machine learning classes or data science, Matplotlib. Those are all visualization. Yes, you can use Python through Matplotlib to visualize as well, I think. Okay? So if Excel can allow us to view our business data in a visual way, what are we still doing with Tableau? For instance, can you see this is my Excel? This is the class I just finished today. Let me see something. Okay, so just look at this table. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, you can.
Good. So now I want to visualize fruit and amount. I want to see which of them has brought in the highest amount for my company. So I'm going to go to my insert menu, and then I'm going to did I click on inserts or what happened? Okay, I'm going to click on insert menu. Then I'm going to choose a pie chart. So I'm going to choose a pie chart. Perfect. So I'm going to edit this. Let me make the background a bit bolder. Perfect. And change some colors. Perfect. Then I'm going to put some numbers so that I can see, okay, I don't like this one. Need some other changes. Good. This is perfect. So look at our fruit is here and the amount, okay? So which of the fruit brought in the highest percentage in amount?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Strawberry. That person that
Okay,
said apple,
strawberry,
are you a
correct.
man or a woman?
A woman.
You said it.
Now the color
Senator,
confused.
pack your sub. Pack your sub.
Yeah. Because you know that the thing that happened in Genesis, now see apple cousin. So I'm not surprised that Senator is attached to apple. So it is strawberry because it is
Yeah, strawberry.
61%.
Woo!
Strawberry. So if you present this thing to somebody without even saying anything, the person can automatically see that, oh, strawberry brought in the highest amount for this company. Do you agree? True or false?
Sure.
True. You can even change the chart type. Let's say you don't like the chart, the pie chart. We want to use another chart. This is another chart. Okay, this is a column chart, and the longest is still what?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. So if we can do this in Microsoft Excel, if we can show our visuals this way in Microsoft Excel, why then do we still need to do it in Tableau? I'm going to explain why. So if we can do this in Excel, why again do we need Tableau? So the answer is simple. I'm going to write it down. Excel, for instance, all right, can make charts, can help us sort our data. You guys know how to do this already, and so on. But it is only Tableau that can do what is called, what is entirely focused on what is called visual analysis or visual, analysis. Now, I'm going to explain. What do we mean by visual analysis? Are you guys following this class? Do you see the progress of knowledge and how we are growing?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
First, we are trying to explain what is Tableau. Why is it even important? We started by telling you that it started as a research paper in 2022, different
2000.
from the one 2002. Thank you, my dear. Different from the one that you submitted, Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very different.
And then we moved over to say that it started as an idea. What was the idea? That it has to be a tool that will allow us to see our business data in a visual way so that we can begin to know whether our business is failing or it is progressing. So it is a matter of telling us to confirm whether village people they follow us through or they know they follow us. Just import the data from your business into Tableau, and Tableau will tell you, my brother, now true, village people are after your life because the way that this data is telling me things now, how can 5 million naira enter your account for your business last month? And the way this data is telling me now that 4 million enter one club for Lagos, my brother, this business will die because that 4 million that enter club was supposed to be for the business. And I am seeing one random 20,000 naira for Ada's recharge card. I beg, which kind call Ada they do for 20,000 naira?
Let me ask.
You know, that is the type of shege Tableau shows businesses. And if the business is progressing, Tableau is going to show you, you know what, 5 million enter this business, but you use 3 million naira to buy new products, you use 1 million naira to pay your marketers to improve on the visibility of these new products you bought, and you were able to get 5 million naira extra. So I am projecting that if you continued like this, village people will not see your back. Are you guys following me?
Yes.
Right on.
So all of these things, you can do them on Excel, like I just showed you. You can use your charts to do them. But why are you still using Tableau? The answer is simple. It is because Tableau is entirely focused on visual analysis. In other words, Excel succeeded in showing us what the data. Excel showed us, Abi. It just show us, okay, this one is this way, 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 this one is this way. But it did not analyze it for us. Abi, did you see any analysis there? It did not analyze it for us. We don't
No.
even know whether this strawberry is from location A or B or C. There is nothing about strawberry. We just know that strawberry is the highest amount. There's nothing to it. But with Tableau, we can build on that visual and we can come up with an analysis for the visual. This is what makes Tableau stand out. Are you following now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So now the next question we need to ask ourselves is, what is visual analysis? And this is where, if you miss this point, you have missed Tableau for life. What is visual analysis? So as usual, I'm going to use some people's relationship to explain this one because all of you are here. It's either you are married, you are single, you are divorced, you are a widow, you are a widower, you are confused, you are in a complicated relationship, you are etc. etc. I don't know others.
Non-binary, non-binary.
Non-binary, So anyone that you are, the thing is that you are in a relationship or a situationship. There is a ship in your life. I'm going to use that to explain. So assuming that you have a store, okay? Let me do some drawing now. Assuming that you have a store, this is your store. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah.
Yes. The stuff fine.
Very fine.
Yes, fine, no. But me, I know with this your voice, you cannot enter this type of store. So assuming
I
you
be
have
man. No, I feel get that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what they talk. So
okay. So this store, okay, since you are an Igbo man, so this store now is let us call it spare part, Abby. Let
I
us
know how
just
you
say
come.
spare parts. Okay, so this is our spare part store. What is the most important thing for somebody who is in spare part business? What's the most important
Sa-
thing?
Sales
Huh?
now.
Sales.
It's
Thank
sales.
you.
Yes.
Sales. So that sales could be in any currency.
Yes.
Could be in pounds, could be in dollars, could be in naira, and so on and so forth. After sales, what is the most important thing? Now, this is where a lot of people get it wrong. In your business, as I am teaching you guys this, please, if you are running a business or you intend to run one, this is your own small MBA. Of course, you know I have a mini MBA, so I am just infusing everything to teach you because I want you to be good. I want you to be excellent. So after sales, you have a product, you are making sales. After sales, what should come next? Let us think.
Your
Let
costs.
me check the comment section.
Your cost.
Profit.
What should be your target? Okay, profit. Okay, profit, sales. I don't want us to talk about money again. Sales, profit, revenue, all of those are inside under sales. After
Your
we are
costs.
making, after you are done making your money, what should be your next concern?
Customer
What should be your
feedback.
next concern?
Customer
Huh?
satisfaction level.
Okay, customer satisfaction. But if you want
Expansion.
your company expansion, okay, I need comments in the comment section, please, to know that you guys are in class. After you don't sell that your shoe where they sell for WhatsApp status, what next? What should you be concerned about? After you don't sell that potty and that make people to be whiter than snow, eh? And to clean all the eczema and all the things in their faces and to increase their back and their front. What is the next thing? Customer satisfaction and feedback. Okay, Daniel, that's good one. What next? Customers. I need somebody to tell me something.
The trend, the business is going, the profit trend.
Okay, profit trend. Now I'm beginning to see, okay, accounting, good. Somebody is becoming, is getting closer to, is getting closer to the thing. I'm beginning to see why a lot of Nigerian businesses are not account management. This is good. People are
The
getting there.
data management system.
Exactly. Exactly. Neoma, you say restock. What will you restock? You want to start waiting, you never take account of. Before you restock, you need to keep an inventory, is it not? After your
Yes,
sales,
that's correct.
you have your database. Abi, is it true? Let's argue now. Is it true?
It's true. It's true.
That's
It's
true, sir.
true. I will tell you when to restock. So if I want to.
So yes, you need to. So this person say which product sold more. You are going to know which product sold more when you take your database seriously. Should we continue? Are you guys getting what the problem is in some businesses now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So after your sales, the next thing that you should bother yourself is, okay, now I don't make money. I beg you. No rush, oh, no rush. Go call person, say I don't blow. Come, let me buy you Kobe on ECU. Come, let us go to the most expensive. In fact, I'm not going to lie, you guys. All right, the first day I made my first million naira. Who can guess what I did? Who can guess what I did?
You threw a party.
No be even party. I go party where I no suppose go. That is what I did. To go and dance away my years of suffering and poverty.
Away.
And I didn't even go with somebody I loved to. Let me confess my sin now. I
Wow.
went with one lady that was very greedy from the pit of hell.
Mm,
Mm.
you are finished.
Omo, money
Billionaire.
where
Go
I
back to a
dropped for that,
Tanzania.
money where I dropped for that day, till today I can't even mention it.
Mm.
And that is why I tell people, look, even if it was one of my greatest mistakes in life. It's not as if I've not touched millions before, but that was the first time I was actually having money that was useless in my account. Let me put it that way. Money that I had no urgent need of. Eh?
Mm,
What people call today available money. And
Mm.
I was
mm,
like, this money is just there. What is it doing? Oh, what will I do? What will I do? And then, the devil just left hell that night and then whispered in my left ear. This left ear, they always give me issue. Whispered and say, say you never do this thing, oh. You never do this thing, oh. I they tell you now, you never do this thing, oh. And I say, what have I not done? What have I not done? Then they brought list.
Mm.
And this list where this devil bring tight no even day. Even my
Mm-hmm.
mother herself no day inside.
You see?
Kai. And I carry phone, call all the demons that were following me from the village. I tell them, Muna come. Oh." So I'm telling you this, guys, because if you don't have exposure to business processing, you are going to go back to failing. If I had only then invested that money, maybe even buy a landed property, another random thing, just get something and invest to say, okay, this money is just there. Let me just go somewhere and dash one boy and buy land from him. Something like that. If I had written down, sat down, and thought about replicability of this finance that I had, I wouldn't have had the regrets later on. Don't be like that youth copper that came from. He was an old friend from Kafanchan. That was the first time he was leaving the north to southeast, and then that was the time federal government also increased coppers alawi to 30,000. So the first day in this guy's life, he was earning 30,000. The money enter in account. Hey, la la. Let me not tell you what this guy did, but it wasn't a wise decision. So please, I'm saying this because after you've made your sales, after you've made this money, the next thing that should be in your is what? have a small savings. I'm going to draw it here. What is called database? Please write all these things down. Keep your database. Ask yourself which spare parts, we are looking at spare parts products now. Which spare parts sell the most to? Have you ever been to a shop and you ask for a particular product? They told you that they have stopped selling the product. And then when you ask them what is the reason, they tell you, oh, no be everybody they like buy them. And then
You
you
know
go
they
to a
move.
particular store, they move market. Yeah, it's not moving the market. Like it's not bringing a lot of money. That's simply what it means. Okay. So for a lot of businesses, their database is Excel. Are you guys following this class? Are you enjoying it? Am I even making sense at all?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
you're
Mr.
making
David.
it
You're
relatable.
Database
enjoying
for a lot
this.
of businesses, their database, that is where they store their details, their profit, their everything. For instance, I showed you people now. Look at it. This is someone's business, isn't it? This is their own database,
Yes.
Microsoft Excel.
Mm.
So for other people, their database is Microsoft Excel. But for some other companies, you guys have been hearing of cloud, web or cloud,
Yes.
like Amazon Web
Mm-hmm.
Services.
Amazon
Uh-huh.
Web Services,
So for some
Google
businesses,
Cloud. Mm.
their own database is the cloud. Their own database is the cloud. Now, let us look at sales. We are going to be looking at sales. What really happens during the sales process? We are going to look at the next page. What really happened during the sales process? Now, Oga spare parts. When you are selling a product, what exactly are you doing? Between sales and database, if you want to review your sales, okay,
Yeah.
you want to review your sales and your database. What are you looking at? What do you want to see? Let's go to the next page so that I explain.
Okay.
What do you want to see to review our sales? This is what we are doing.
Marianne said growth in
Growth,
the
thank
comments
you.
section.
Review sales, thank you. How do we review our sales? How do we see whether we are able to make money or not? So one of the things that we want to do, whether we are able to make money, to see whether we're able to make money or not, is to look at our timetable. Maybe people have gone to particular companies or supermarkets. You see your sales girls writing inventory, products where they don't sell that day. Oga wants to see you.
Yes.
Have you guys experienced it?
Yes.
Sure, sure.
Good. That is what is happening. In other words, we are looking at a book of inventory. So this is our book, and it's showing you dates. One, first day, two, three, four, and so on and so forth. So when Oga comes, when the owner of the shop or the owner of the spare part shop comes, you say, okay, you guys made a list of these sales and review. So any day that the person comes and looks at the laptop or looks at the system, looks at the database and review the sales and discover that there was no sale today, there was no sale yesterday, there was no sale last month. If you were the owner of the spare part shop, what are you going to do with the salesperson? Are you going to retain the person to be making no sales, or you are going to hire someone else?
Yeah,
Hire someone
someone.
else.
You hire someone else. So your periodic sales are very important. And from your periodic sales, what follows next is what is called data collection. Now, your ability to collect data is very, very crucial. Your ability to collect data is very, very crucial. So, what are you collecting? You are collecting all the details that you need. Sometimes you go to the office, the details you are collecting is you want to know whether maybe you want to stop importing a particular spare part, but you need to be able to ascertain for yourself if that particular spare part, if people are still buying it. If you check Monday, nobody bought it. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you come Monday, nobody buys. You have collected the data. The next action you want to take is what? You stop importing that product. True or false?
True.
Good. So now, when you are done collecting the data, the next thing that you want to do, because you are not good in making decisions on your own as a business owner, you now submit that data to people. And who can tell me the names of these people you are going to submit this data to?
Data
Data
analyst.
analyst.
Exactly. God bless. God bless you. Submit it to the data analyst. So we can call them analyst or scientist. Are you guys taking notes? You can see I'm
Yes.
doing this live. I'm not, nobody should ask me where's the notes because it's not in my head again. This is my experience. This is my experience telling you how these things work. So when you check it, you submit it to a data analyst or a data scientist. So let's stop there. So let's move to the next page. Now, when you are done getting it from a data analyst and a data scientist, what exactly do these people do? Who can tell me? What exactly do they do?
Analyze trends.
They analyze trends. What else?
Visualize your data.
Visualize your data. So I'm going to write down some of the things that these people will do with the data that they have given to you. So the first thing they do is that they are going to explore the data
Okay.
to find insights. Okay. In other words, what are they looking for? They are looking for trends and patterns. In other words, they will tell you, Oga, from what we have seen, the trend is that nobody wants to buy this product anymore. So we recommend XYZ. So they have been able to discover the trend and patterns. And for those of you listening, I say, it's just a normal spare part shop. This thing I'm telling you, if you see any billion, there is no, I'm not sure in Nigeria, there is someone who is earning 1 billion naira every month. Selling. I'm not saying importing. Selling spare parts, retail. I'm not sure there's anyone doing that yet because the people who are doing this have not yet seen the need to employ data analysts or data scientists. Like I told you guys, businesses are closing down in most parts of sub-Saharan Africa because they don't see the need of employing data-driven decisions. The moment you employ people who can generate insights, who would tell you and recommend to you how to grow your business, man, check Facebook, check Twitter, check Instagram, check the social media networks, check Amazon, the e-commerce platforms, check the fan companies, for instance, Netflix, check all these big companies. They have somebody telling them how to analyze how solutions, what is going on in their company. So they can, do that or to find insights, or they may also have some questions to answer, like did the company, did the spare parts company meet their target? Chooks, does every
Yes, I'm here.
business have target? Does every business have target every month? Like say, now we be like, make we make sale, oh, let's make sale. Does every this month, last month we no sell, but this month I beg, let's reach like 100K. Does every business have that target?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, they
Good,
should. If they don't
good.
have, then I don't know what they are doing, but they should.
Uh-huh. Every business have that target. So you are going to submit your target to the person who is analyzing your business. We tell you, Oga, that your target, you didn't meet it from the data we are seeing, from what we have seen now. So after they are done doing that, these guys that call themselves a data analyst or data scientist, after they are done doing that, the next thing that they are going to do is the next thing they are going to do, they are going to do what is called sharing of insights. They are going to share the insights with their oga kpata. Hmm? Let's say, let me wear this guy tie. So they are going to share that insight with their colleagues, their senior colleagues. Okay. Should be running up in a few minutes. Share insights with who? With decision makers. Because if you have identified certain things from a business, if I employed a data analyst to look out for my business, and the data analyst is working with your manager in your company, your manager is required to submit their data to the data analyst. That is true, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Of
true.
course, of course.
Good. Now, after getting this data from your manager, the data analyst will not go and meet the manager because he's not the manager that employed him or her. The data analyst will now have a meeting. That is why presentation and communication skills are very important in this journey. You go and meet your stakeholder, the decision maker. Let's call the person decision maker. The person that employed you to this company, and say, please, I have something to share with you. This is the data I got from your company, but this is what I have seen. This product is not performing as it should. They have not been able to make certain decisions, or they have not been able to meet their targets. Do you see how this thing works? Do you see the journey so far?
Yeah.
That is why CEO, those of you that call yourself CEO, but nobody can sack you, na lie o. A true CEO can be sacked. Do you know why? Because you are a chief executive officer. It means that there is what? A founder of the organization, right? The person
The
who is
chairman of the
paying
board.
you, the chairman of the board. if the data analysts and data scientists don't joke with these people because they carry your matter for their hand. That is why they are earning a lot of money. They are very close to stakeholders and decision makers. Decision makers will call them for a meeting. You see all these dashboard. I think I showed you guys those dashboard now. Let's
Yes, you
go back.
did.
Yeah.
Let me go back to it. Those beautiful dashboards I show you. That is what they present to in the stakeholders meeting. They will go there and open you and tell you, "Good, Oga, this business, this money came in last month, but this is how much went out, and this is how much revenue and profit I am seeing. These are my recommendations." In don't talking, oh no, in don't finish. But in that talking, some people don't enter wahala. Oh. Some managers don't enter wahala. Are you guys following? True or false? I mean, am I making
True,
sense?
true.
Do you see how
Yeah,
the thing
true.
works?
That's
Yeah, you're
true.
making sense.
He doesn't even, sometimes he may not even know the number of salesperson working for that manager. He will probably know the name of the manager, but he may not know the number of stores under that manager. The only thing he knows is I collect my data from this manager, I analyze the data, I generate trends, I see what is going on, and then I submit it to the decision makers, make my recommendation, collect my money, go chop am. Next month, I do the same thing. But that recommendation he's making, because he's a professional, the decision makers will now have their own meeting and they will say, Kai, this manager for 3 months now, money never come up for this in branch. Let us replace him. Now, so the matter they start to. Am I
Wow.
making sense? Do you feel? Do you know? Do
Yes.
you see the process?
Yeah.
So tomorrow now, the stakeholders, the decision makers will now call manager of XYZ. You have an emergency meeting. That emergency meeting is to tell you, oh, you are doing well, oh, but for the past 1 year, we are afraid that village people don't follow you come. So we want to relieve you of your duties, so that you can go to another place. Do you get it?
Yes.
Good. So that is what happens. Now let's proceed. Are you guys hearing me, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can hear you,
Yeah.
sir.
Now let's proceed. After sharing that data, or let's go back actually. So how do they share these insights? They share this insight through what? Who can tell me? I just gave you guys an expo. How do they share these insights?
With a visual.
We
With a
visualized
visual. Good.
visualization tool
Through reports
reports too.
or through dashboards. No be every report be dashboard. For instance, this is a report on its own. This chart is a report on its own. I hope you know.
Yes.
This chart is a report on its own, but this
Mm.
chart does not qualify to be a dashboard. This here, this here is a dashboard, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So let's continue. So dashboard. So write that down. So after they are done sharing their insights with decision makers through reports and dashboards, the next thing on it is that then the decision makers, I've already explained this, but let me write it down. The decision makers, they are tied. Will now, of course, they will make their decision as decision makers. Thank God for these notes I'm making. If I'm ever teaching Tableau again, I don't need to spend time writing all this. I'll just take them through. You guys are lucky to be the first to experience this. Anyway, so the decision makers, they will now be able to make the decisions. And what are the decisions that they are going to be making? Let me write them out. Decision they are going to be making is that decision makers, let me see if people don't go. Okay.
All of us, they
Some
here.
some unfortunate people have left. We still have 60 people. That's good. I hope they know, especially those that attended this from the public, that they shouldn't expect me to send them the recording. Because me that is doing this thing for free. I forgo somewhere now. Make I go scratch back. Decision makers or senior colleagues will now use this to check how the business is performing or performed, and then they will make their changes, right? And make
Mm-hmm.
changes. Now, sometimes, all right, they can even make changes to the target to say, okay, last month you guys' target was $50,000. Now the next target is $100,000, and then the manager will get that message, and now will now relay the message to the salespeople. The salespeople will now say, you know what, we have to increase our target. Yeah? So that is how these decisions are made. So if you have been having issues with your manager, please stop having issues with him or her. He's just following the idea or changes to target from the decision makers or their boss. And then the decision makers will, of course, send all of this back to the staff. Sorry, send this to the managers, like I said, and then the managers will now send it to the staff. So let's say this one is for, they will send this to the managers. And then when managers get this, we will, that is no pure. Uh-huh. Managers. So when the managers are done, they will now relate it with the staff or the salespeople, the spare part salespeople. And what will the staff now do? The staff will now begin to monitor everything. I'm going to write it now. Staff will now begin to monitor what's going on or how they can improve targets. So that is it. Now, these circles keep repeating over and over. Now, this is where we started. Do you remember? This is where we started.
Yes.
Okay. So I want somebody to I'm going to be opening this page one after the other. I want someone to mention the most important thing for all of this. For instance, we have store, etc., etc. Who wants to try?
Here we have the
Okay,
database as the most important.
okay. So we have store. That is where we started. We have a spare part store. We made
Mm-hmm.
sales, and then we have to have our database.
Mm-hmm.
So again, from here, what after the database, what happened again? What did we do to review our sales?
You collect the data now.
We analyze, we
Yes,
give it to the data
we
analyst. The data
analyze. We
analyst.
have our periodic. We sell. We collect the data. We give it to the data analyst. Good. Followed by what?
Data analyst
Trying to
now
Build
find
the dashboard.
insight.
Build the dashboard.
Exactly.
We
and
give the
share.
Build the
analyst to build
dashboard. The data analyst will now send it to who? Decision makers through
makers
sharing it
building
by reports and dashboard. Good. And
dashboards.
then what happened? The decision makers will now
Send it
either
to the
check on
manager.
how the business is performing or performed, make changes or changes to the target. And then from the managers, the staff will now do what? The staff will now begin to monitor what's going on, like review on how they can improve the target. And then from there again, it goes back into what? Into the store.
Mm.
Can you see that? So there is a circle. It goes back right into the store. Now the store will now improve on the targets, make new sales. Then the new sales get into the new database, isn't it? And from the new database, there's a new record. The sales they collect, this data is collected, sent again to the data analyst. The data analyst again, explores the data, cleans the data, now sends it back to the decision makers through reports and dashboard and presentation. And the decision maker will say, okay, good sales. Now let's do this. So there is a repeated cycle. Did we notice that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. So that repeated cycle, pay attention to this. That repeated cycle is what is called business intelligence. How many of you heard of business intelligence?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I've heard of it.
That repeated cycle is what is called business intelligence. I am taking my time to explain this because so many people are joining and so many people are probably don't know the whole process in data visualization. Repeated cycle. And this repeated cycle is what is called analysis, stroke what? Business intelligence. When the class in 10 minutes. I never pass. Are we up to? Let me check the time. I never pass a particular. Okay, yeah, we are not even up to 2 hours. Good. So I'm right on time. Perfect, perfect. But we'll end the class in 10 minutes because today is our first class. So let's not take here. So this business intelligence. Is there anybody who is writing all these things down or taking notes, at least in their head or somewhere?
Yes, I'm taking notes.
Good.
Same here.
This thing I am teaching you people, I don't know why they have not given me professorship. This thing that I am teaching you people is what people pay 20,000 pounds to go and learn in the UK or $15,000 to go and learn in the US under masters because all these things now 45 minutes 1 hour is what they teach in most universities anyway. They will go give you an assignment, go and read up on business intelligence, 50 pages. You will read finish. At the end of the day, I don't summarize everything, give you in less than an hour or less than 2 hours. and some of una no go ever, they no go ever send me Mercedes Benz. Say, sir, use this one. Just use this one, manage.
So it's on the high sea.
Yeah.
Sir,
Only
let the
your
poor breathe. Oh. Let the poor breathe. Oh.
all right, guys. So now let's go to the next one, which will conclude this section. Now we know that this repeated cycle is what is called business intelligence. When you say that you are a business intelligence expert and a company involves you in bringing some intelligence into their business, you go there and mess up and say that it is me that taught you. I will deny you, deny you, deny you, deny you, and deny your entire lineage. Because what I taught you in business intelligence and the process is that when you meet a customer or a client or a business, get sales from, let's start again, taking my time, because when we begin to talk about this thing in Tableau, begin to find out, ask questions like, okay, what database should we employ, blah, 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 and people are not understanding. When you go into your business, find out what the business is doing, what the organization is doing. How can you go to an interview and you don't even read up, like the recent interviews I've been having? People don't read up. They don't go to the internet to find out what is this business about. So why should we employ you if you don't even know what you are coming to do? So find out what is the business about. It's a spare part business. What was their sales like? Interrogate them, engage their stakeholders. What is their database like? If they tell you they don't have database, they can't store, they can't see, they don't do any accounting, that is where you come in. As a consultant, this is where I also come in, especially for non-profits and social enterprises. Some of you have checked my profile online. This is what I've been doing for years. There are a lot of non-profits in Nigeria. They are only interested in taking pictures, and begging for money up and down. But the real problem is still there. Okay? So this is what I tell people. Social enterprises, you are selling shoes and this and that, but you don't have a good database. You are very poor in your data entry processing. It's very, very, very unhealthy for your business. So you come in as a business intelligence expert, you explore what is the best database for this company. That's what you do. Should they go on cloud? Should they use Excel? Should they use this? Should they use that? And the next thing is, who are your salespeople? Begin to look at their books. If they don't have books, begin to introduce some books to them. And then how are you going to be collecting this data? Is it Microsoft Excel? Is it Microsoft Word? Is it word of mouth? Is it this? Is it that? Is it through the internet? How are you going to collect this data from this business from? And then when you collect it, do you have a data analyst that you are going to be working with? If they say no, you recommend. You come to me, the health techies, you recommend my students. You recommend your colleagues. That's how these things work. And then the data analyst will begin to keep in touch with them. How is it going? Have you been able to explore the data? What did you find out? You begin to work with the data analyst, with the IT team. You guys have been hearing of IT team in departments or in different organizations. True of us?
True.
True.
You've been hearing of IT teams. They are not there to sell akara. The one that they sell on top of gutter in Nigeria. They are not there to buy and sell akara. They are not there to eat popcorn. They are there to explore the data. They are there to do it together as a team, to ask questions like, is this company really going to succeed? And when they are done, you ask them, when are you going to share this data with the decision makers? They have been, because it is the decision makers that will actually employ the business intelligence analyst to help this business. In some companies, the decision makers are called investors. Are you guys following?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The decision makers in some companies are what I call investors. They want to know. So they are going to employ a private business intelligence analyst to go and look at the company they are investing or they are about to invest their hard-earned currency on or experience on, they want to have some input. So imagine as a business intelligence analyst, you go, they don't have sales, they don't have a dashboard, they don't have a data analyst, they don't have their numbers. No, no, no. You come back to your investor and say, no, don't do it. And after getting the insight, the decision makers will now reach back to the business and they say, you know what, from my investigation, but you and I know that these investors, their own are to sit down. They are just sitting down, but they are wise. It is in their wisdom that they are able to get the best brains to begin to make these decisions for them. Their own is to look at the numbers to say, is my money worth it? Is my money worth it? Should it go to this business or not? Then call the business. We've looked at the numbers. I'm sorry, we can't invest in the business. How many of you have heard of the Tony Elumelu grant, $5,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I've been
does
hearing
it
it.
Hello?
I've been hearing it.
Uh-huh. Yes, that is how they work. Do you think that
Yes,
Tony
he does
Elumelu
it here.
do you think Tony will have the time to sit down and read thousands of entries from people who are looking for $5,000? Do you think he has the time? Hey, Baba doesn't have that time. But what he does, because he's part of the decision makers, he employs people that he don't also have the time. The people he's employing are the people that are going to be close to him. But these people that he has employed are actually the decision makers. But these decision makers will now employ who they call managers. And these managers will employ who they call salespeople, in this case, collectors of all the things you people are applying, all the grants. So the salespeople will collect it in their database, okay, send it to the managers who will vet it, confirm the names, and then send it to independent people, probably, to read it and vet, and then send it back to the managers, who will now send it to the business intelligence analyst. And the business intelligence analyst will now explore this business. How person want carry 5,000, they sell pure water business for this Nigeria, $5,000. You don't scam us, don't whine us, no, they whine us. You can't do you can't invest 5,000. But if you say you want to invest 5,000 to open a pure water factory business, now you are talking. But to say you want to use $5,000 to be buying pure water and be hawking and selling, now only you can come. You see, so what the business intelligence people are doing is to look at the viability of the product, and then now recommend. You could give a list, and then give a list, send this list of potential, people where they go fit award this grant. Send it to the managers. You see these businesses, these ones, they're legit. Now the managers will now send them to the decision maker that is close to Tony Elumelu. The decision maker will now sit down and work with other decision makers from other countries. Are you guys following how these things work? I'm just using hypothetical scenario to explain it. Sit down with other
Yeah.
decision makers from other countries, and then they'll look at all the entries. From 5,000 people, it has been reduced to 10 people now. They will now sit down, decision makers, look at the 10 people, and they will now say, you know what, let us choose this person. They would vote, let us choose this person. When they are done, the decision maker that is now close to Tony Elumelu will now call him, Baba go Dave France, or one meeting like that, maybe via email. We don't see the guy we go collect this 5,000. Oh yeah, run him. Maybe we call conference. Tell the channels, NTA people. Tell them say $5,000 don't show. He will call for all the conference, with his influence as Tony Elumelu, just send email. All of them go show. Carry this money. Do you see how this thing works, my people?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We did you.
After this class, you can decide to become a Tableau developer or a business intelligence analyst. Choice is yours. But for you to become a business intelligence analyst, you need to go deeper than I'm going to be teaching you in this class.
Of
and
course.
the money go there. You need to wine me. You need to touch me some places. Huh? It's not free. Oh. Mhm.
In
So
cash
let's
or in
proceed.
kind, sir.
In kind, I have had enough, my sister. Oh, cash. Now with the wrong cash now.
I'm
So
asking for
now
the
the last
audience.
thing. Okay, for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Anyway, let's continue class. So now the last thing I want to say now is why Tableau? Why Tableau? And tomorrow we are going to be looking at the things that why Tableau. So why does Tableau come in? Remember, everything that we have talked about today falls under 6 dimensions. The first one is what? Number one, did you store your sales? In other words, we are asking ourselves, what is the transactions? Transactions that we have stored. Remember, remember database, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first page. The second thing is, how do we analyze this data? Abi, we talked about that. The third
Yes.
thing is the insights that were shared. How was it like? And the fourth thing is, let me use data analyzed by what? Data analyst. Okay. Then insight shared. How did we share the insight? Reports. Abi, dashboard.
And dashboards.
Then what next? We now have number 4. What were the decisions made?
Stakeholders.
Yes, decisions made. And who made these decisions? Stakeholders, senior colleagues, right?
Stakeholders. Yeah.
And then finally, after the decision was made, the next thing that was what? There were outcomes that were monitored. For instance, more sales, more targets, etc. Please, let's look at this thing. Is there anything that I've written here that I didn't explain? Is there anything I've written here that I've not
Not
spent
at
time
all.
to explain?
Not
Not
at
at
all.
all, sir.
Good. So tomorrow we are going to be looking at the Tableau platform proper. So our tomorrow's class, we are going to open Tableau and we are going to look at the Tableau platform. Some of the things we are going to be looking at is how do we let's go back. How do we store our database on Tableau? How do we get the data on Tableau? The second thing is, how do we analyze on Tableau? The third thing is, how is the report dashboard going to look like? The fourth thing is, how do we share these decisions? Okay, and then we are going to talk about the outcomes. And then we are going to look at, should we use Tableau desktop, Tableau public? What is Tableau prep? What is Tableau data extract, TDE? Okay, what is ETL? Okay, what is data prep? We're going to be looking at all of this. What is Tableau reader? How can we collaborate with other people to make our business okay? What is Tableau server? What is Tableau online? How do we collaborate with other people on Tableau from across the world? Okay, so with that, I'm very tired. I've been talking for the past 3 hours, guys. Trust me. But with this, ah,
Lord is your strength, sir.
we'll see tomorrow. Any questions so far? Is there anybody here that is confused about the question, how did Tableau began? What is Tableau? What is data visualization? Everything we've talked about here. Is there anyone that is confused? Is there anyone that if they say explain Tableau or explain the processing of business intelligence, anyone who may not have an idea of what to say or any question,
Sir, can I read out a question for you?
please do.
Samuel Dove asked this question. He said, my questions are, how can one retain the knowledge acquired via data analysis courses?
Okay. I don't know if that person is in any of our students, any of our classes. One thing we want to start doing in future is we want to start retaining some of our best students. Okay, we've already started doing that. We want to start retaining some of our best students, and in future, if they want to write any professional course like data, Microsoft, any of the certification by Microsoft, it costs some amount in dollars. We should be able to pay for them. So we have been thinking about that. We've not discussed it at length yet, but it's something that is on the pipeline. So we want to start retaining some of our best students because we don't want those we consider some of our best students to, because they are applying for jobs, they are not getting it because maybe one excuse or the other, they are not, their CV is not in place, their portfolio is not okay. We talk about portfolio all the time, but I wonder how many of our students take it serious. Because you look, when you are a data analyst, you are competing with other people, right? But what makes your CV stand out is the projects you've built. You go to some of these places that you can get free data set, you download them, build projects on your own, upload them on some of the sites that I taught some of you in the past, upload them on YouTube, have a place where people can go see what you're doing, put them on GitHub, you know collaborate with people. You shouldn't be found wanting. For instance, if someone says, who is the best data analysis trainer? Even if I'm not the best in the sense of the word, like better than other people, but some of you have experienced my class. You can recommend this guy. You can recommend me and say, it's very good. That's how it
Always.
is in the tech ecosystem. If you experience a colleague who helped you, if you see some projects, you're doing things and people recommend people. That is how some of us got to where we got to, because our project spoke for us and recommendations also spoke for us. So the question of how can you keep your brain afresh in tech is practice. You can either practice by teaching yourself, practice by doing these projects I'm talking about, or practice by teaching. And myself, man, there are certain things that you can't ask me on Power BI, on Excel, on Python, on Tableau, that I may not have an idea, or even, yeah. But some other courses that I haven't taught all the time, like SQL Server, for instance, I teach that almost like maybe twice or thrice in a year, because we have people who are doing that in the health techies, and I get to use this anyway in my workplace as well. But aside that, the conceptual knowledge, all these things I'm explaining, business intelligence, there are people who have been in tech. If you even ask them for long, what is business intelligence? What is the process like? They may not explain it the way I've explained it. Okay, because of the nature of their job. Their job is probably like I explained, to go and collect data from manager, clean it, submit. Just it doesn't sound as simple as I'm saying, because those of you that are data analysts already, you know how funny data cleaning is, and all these meetings. So that's the thing I'm going to encourage you guys to do. Any other question? I hope I made sense. Anyway.
Okay, let me read
Yes, you
this one
did.
again. Say, what are the most important details to be collected from clients for proper data analysis coach?
Okay, ask me that tomorrow. Any other
Okay, so
question?
Israel, though, you need to keep it till tomorrow then.
Yeah. Okay, if there's no other question, thank you so much for showing up, and it's been a pleasure. I'll drop the recording, and then
Thanks a
hopefully,
bunch.
please
Thank
be
you
on
so
time.
much. Thank you,
Bye.
Mr. David.
Thank you, Mr. David. Huh?
Thank
Okay.
you so much, sir. Very, very insightful today. Thank you so much. So much. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I don't sleep. Comment section, people. Okay, you're a good teacher. You're too much, Mr. David. God bless you. I know.
Mr. David, just so you know, Gina said Mr. David for president. Go and compete with Sunumbu.
2026